What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMAT company and its spin-off of NextBridge Hydrocarbons.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So, on today's video, first of all, I will show you the latest news directly related of this spin-off. I will show you what you do if you were a stockholder of Mmtlp stock at the end of last week, and what is the most recent news directly related to this topic. So let's start with the news. Definitely we have the most important news that was made basically on December 15th at the very end of last week, and it says Metamaterials completes distribution of NextBridge Hydrocarbons common shares. And let me quote you this. As previously disclosed, holders of record of Series A preferred stock of Meta at the close of business on December 12, 2022 will receive 1 share of NextBridge Hydrocarbons common stock for each Series A preferred shares pursuant to the process set forth in the prospectus. And here is the link on this prospectus. You can click on it and you can find that at the time of the spin-off, Meta will distribute 165,472,241 of the outstanding shares of common stock held by it on a pro rata basis to holders of Meta's Series A non-voting preferred stock and contemporaneously cancel any remaining shares of common stock it holds. So, the distribution will be made in book entry form by a distribution agent. Fractional shares of common stock will not be distributed in the spin-off. And in my opinion, because of these fractional shares, we have a discrepancy in between these two numbers of 165,523,363 shares of common stock, and the number of shares that will be distributed is 51,122 shares less. So definitely this is quite obvious for this type of actions, but we all know the problem, and the problem is the synthetic shares that was shorted by some unknown probably institutions or some unknown short sellers, and this number, the number of shares is much higher than 165.47 million. And this means some of these shareholders might not receive the NextBridge Hydrocarbon shares. And because of these fears, we pretty much have the unique situation. When the Finra halted the MMTLP shares trading sessions at the very end of previous week, we can definitely assume that the synthetic shares was made artificially, and we have a unique situation where these synthetic shares shouldn't be covered, and basically they haven't covered to this date, and because of this we might see the huge discrepancy in the number of stockholders of MMTLP stock and the number of shares that should be distributed to the shareholders. And because of this, let me show you this official NextBridge Hydrocarbons website. And right here you can find the form. It is an investor form with the very simple fields: name, email, mailing address, total number of shares owned, and name of brokers. And this form is the first step, but the most important step that you should do if you own MMTLP stocks on December the 12th. And John Burda, let me show you his Twitter account. John Burda also told us to fill this form. 20 hours ago, he published this. MMTLP holders, please fill out this form. It is the first step in the process of determining if there is an imbalance in the number of shares issued and what you own. This info will determine which broker-dealers have been playing fair and which are culpable. And with this data, definitely we will see more updates and we will have more clear information. What should we expect next from authorities, from the regulators? And definitely it should be investigated, in my opinion, because this activity must be stopped. On top of that, let me show you that a lot of new people involved in this process, and let me show you this tweet. John Burda also retweeted this tweet from December 15th from Jeffrey Christensen, and he said, "I just ended a phone with the contact in the Senate. They had not heard of this till now. Send them all the documentation, my personal trade account screenshots, Finra screenshots, John Berda 2 interview links, data going to Senate, Banking and Finance Committee now." So, a lot of people involved in this process, and right now the people from Senate is very interesting in this situation. On top of that, let me show you this Twitter account. It is a metamaterial news, and 10 hours ago you can see the retweet from Barney, and he posted this. "Guys, I finally just received a call back from the SEC in regards to MMTLP. This gives me hope going into next week. Hope this leaves you with some too." And I will put the link on this Twitter account in the description below. You can hear this voicemail by yourself, but to make it simple, the main idea of this call is that SEC Commission received a lot of inquiries of this situation, and the number of these inquiries is more than 100. This means a lot of people wanted the SEC Commission to investigate this process, and definitely we should have some official statements from these authorities in order to make the things clear. So, and what are the sources you have to follow? Definitely it is the petition. I will put the link on this petition in the description as well. Right here you can see that almost 12,000 people have signed this petition, and this number pretty much correlate with the number of shareholders and with the people who want to see a fair play on the stock exchange. And right here at the very bottom of this petition you can find some updates and some comments that are really important and that might be very useful for you to stick with this situation. On top of that, let me show you the Reddit thread right here. You can find the list of brokers who issued Next Bridge Hydrocarbons shares, and the latest update was made on December 16th, and you can see that Fidelity, E-Trade, BMO, JP Morgan, Webull and other brokerages already issued the Next Bridge Hydrocarbon shares. This means if you cannot find your shares on your brokerage account, and you can find your broker dealer right here, definitely you should call your broker and ask them directly where are your stocks. And with this information you can update this thread in order to give the latest information and in order to be an active part of this community. So, I think for now that's it. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack.